I'm Elias from the band Nonpoint, and you're in the pit.
This is Rob with The Pit Magazine, and I'm here with Elias. Can you state your name and role in the band?
Elias, and I sing in the band.
Okay, The Poison Red comes out tomorrow on Spine Farm Records. How is it working with Spine Farm, and what was the process like recording the new record?
Label's great, great staff, seasoned team, hungry guys and gals that all know their shit. So it's a great label to be a part of. Recording process was pretty much business as usual, except outside of us producing it, it being self-produced, us doing it ourselves. Having BC in the band was a big plus. Being self-produced and having BC are probably the biggest changes in the process.
And as far as lyrics writing, do you write the lyrics, or who writes the lyrics mostly?
I write like 95% maybe, and just like all the other guys, pretty much write most of their parts. Every once in a while somebody interjects something. BC knocked it out of the park with the chorus and El Diablo, so it's really cool.
And this is your 9th studio album. How do you keep things different and things new?
I think challenging yourself does a lot. Sometimes going backwards helps. For the most part, it's really the excitement of the guys that are really going to get a good record or a mediocre record. So I have great new players and they're really excited about writing music. So it's been a great few records.
All right, so Generation Idiot's the new single. What was the drive behind that song?
Just a basic routine of the everyday person these days. It's very anchored to social media and Googling answers to everything instead of actually researching stuff. And, I feel like that might be dumbing us down a little bit, having not the information available at the speed, but having the answer to a question. There's a lot to be said about researching things, and eventually I feel like the world is going to be rested on the education and the world is going to be resting their knowledge on past knowledge, and who can ever get that past knowledge the fastest is going to be considered the smartest, instead of the person that actually knows the most about that particular subject. Knowing an answer to a question, if you're just wondering, and being able to Google it and read it really quickly, and that be the end of it, you don't retain 60% of that maybe. So people aren't educated, they're just able to get the answer. It's like cheating with life.
Yeah. Yeah, that song's got some pretty powerful lyrics. How does it tie into the rest of the record?
It's a little segment of the body of work. We try to go in and really write complete records. Give people a little bit of substance and a little bit of a trip up and down.
Mind trip.
Yeah. Just basically trying to give people the same roller coaster ride that they get, at a show, but try to make that translate onto CDs, because that's really what we're about.
Cool. Yeah, it seems like you guys are very fan oriented and do a whole bunch of stuff for your fans. Is that something you guys have always done? Being active, I guess, kind of on social media and doing I know Rob does a lot of the Facebook live feeds and such.
Being a part of it is you know, it's the gig. If you don't want to talk to fans, you shouldn't be in a band, you know.
Sure.
Rob enjoys it and is really good at it, so, you know, he really takes the helm when it comes to the social media. He's always, you know, been good at it, so we kind of let him take, you know, the reins. The rest of us, we post, you know, now and again, and, you know, I'm definitely a person that likes to keep my private life private, so I don't know, I don't delve into it as much as most, but it's a necessary evil.
All right, out of all 9 studio albums, which one is your personal favorite?
The newest one is pretty up there, just because of how self-reliant we were on this record. You know, To the Pain was another one that was, again, you know, self-produced, so it rings a certain way. So I think the self-produced ones really show, you know, what the band's all about, and we've really circled back to that. The last 2 before were, you know, we learned a lot of great things from Johnny K, and you know, he really helped us hone our craft, and, you know, but we wanted to get back behind the wheel.
Cool. And then is there any last things you want to say to, you know, the fans about the new record, or just in general?
That it's a body of work. It's a complete record from beginning to end. You know, we really went in with the goal of having a record that you put in, you play, and you kind of let go, which is why we did records and LPs this time. So I would say get them, buy a record player, listen to it on the record. It's worth it.